Now, now, maintenant, mademoiselle, il y a des choses qui créent la bonheur pour ta vie. Now, and whatever I'm saying in French, you have to repeat repeat after me, and I will speak in English also. There's something which can improve your life. There's something which can be benefits in the life. You know what? What is TEF? Let me tell you, mademoiselle, TEF, what is TEF? If you really want to grab, crack your TEF exam. Now, what is TEF now? In TEF, in your section B, first we'll talk for section B, because section B is a topic. Section B is a section wherein you will achieve your CLB 7 and 8, because section B is a base of the P2 and C1 level in your section B, right? In your section B, mademoiselle, you have to convince your examiner. Yes. Now, for example, if I will say, I don't think so that we required a lot of reading material like in schools and in colleges we have a baggage of the books. I don't think so it's required. I think the practical training is required rather than to give the students a big burden of the books. For example, we have this topic, right? And you to convince me for rather reading a books to go for a practical training. Maybe you have to convince me to read a book a lot so that you can increase the knowledge. So you in English you will say, sir, you have to read a lot. uh, it will help you, maybe it will increase knowledge. So reading is something which is required. Now, mademoiselle, how the pattern works. Is it clear to you? So basically, in your section B, you have to convince me. I will say no. Then you will say it is. I will say why it is required. No, I don't think so. Reading books is required. There are a lot of things we can search on the internet. I will say you will say no. Then you have to go for a rebuttals. It's a debate, something to convince the examiner. So examiner would want to listen you with your 7 and 8 rebuttals. Then he will convince. Okay, that's fine. So it means you do not stop yourself. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
You came to know what is section B. Now, mademoiselle, means know how we can start section B. Obviously, there's no opening text, but before going to opening text, I just want to give you a lot of vocabularies. Is it clear to you? Okay.
Yes.
Now, for example, we have a vocab which is évoquer. Répétez après moi. Évoquer. Évoquer, ça veut dire quoi? C'est votre évoque. Évoquer. Repeat after me.
Evoke.
Évoquer. So I will give you few vocabularies wherein it will give you a touch. Is it particulièrement? Dramatically will work for the connectors. Dramatically will work for a lot of things. Okay. Now répétez après moi. Particulièrement. Répétez après moi.
Particularmente.
Particulièrement. So here we have a, the graph. Okay. A wala sign. Clear, mademoiselle?
हाँ जी.
Bottom to top, left hand side. Is it clear to you? Particulièrement, ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire particularly. See, we use the same sense. We use in French. Particulièrement. Now repeat after me. Particulièrement. On part. Yes. What is me? See, for example, in English, I will say particularly. We use, right? The moment you face your any test in English, you involve yourself with a lot of connectors. You involve yourself in with a lot of smart words of English. So one is a very important things which see, because I have to speak the same. I have to use these words in my section B. Now I can say spécialement. Yes, I have to use this in my section B. Spécialement. Répétez après moi. Spécialement is, now you see in English, especially it is very, especially it is for you, especially for the kids, especially for the infants. So spécialement. Répétez après moi.
Especialmente.
Répétez après moi. Spécialement. Repeat after me.
Especialmente.
Now, mademoiselle, listen to me very carefully. Now, how we can get a grip in a new foreign language? That's a new foreign language. So for this reason, I will give you, some words which will help you to improve your pauses. Now repeat after me. Now first you have to speak after me some words so that you will come to the structure of French. Say clair, mademoiselle. So now repeat
Oui.
after me. Particulièrement,
Particulièrement,
spécialement,
spécialement,
méticuleusement. Répétez, méticuleusement. Culus.
méticuleusement,
Répétez après meticulousement. Let me write it down. Repeat after me.
méticuleusement.
Use these terms. See, dramatically, this is a training from A1 to C1. This is the journey of this workshop from math, from base to master. Is it clear to you? A1, A2, B1, B2. See, it is not you will only learn this parler, manger. No. It's, see, for example, say meticulousement. Répétez après moi, meticulousement. And E,
Méticulous,
we have a sound. Méticuleusement, spécialement, en particulier. Répétez après moi, mademoiselle. Repeat after me. En particulier. Use these terms. Now, how we can, now, for example, you want to say something in French to convince. Basically, today we are doing the workshop, how to convince a people. Now, for example, you have to convince me. Now, for example, I am your friend because in your section B, this is a, your examiner would be your friend. That's a rule. In your section B, mademoiselle, your examiner would treat you as a friend and you treat your examiner as a friend, or then there will be an informal conversation, not formal conversation. We have an informal conversation. It means we have to apply tu, we will not apply vous. Is it clear to you, mademoiselle?
oui, monsieur.
Now, before making a sentence, you make your sentence from this meticulous more than blah blah blah, spatial more than. So before going with the fabrication of sentences, I'm just giving you how to open your sentence. Is it clear to you? Now, répétez après moi. Particulièrement, spécialement, méticuleusement, en particulier. Can you repeat, please?
Yes, particulièrement, spécialement,
Meticulous. Very good. Très bien. Excellent.
méticuleusement, en particulier.
And the meaning of all the four words is same. Is particular.
Okay.
Is particularly. Is it clear to you? Now, see, I will give you more senses. Repeat after me. Avec un grand soin. Répétez après moi. Avec un grand soin. Team, this is a very important thing for section B. I understand it can be, something like very heavy, but no, it's very simple. What is awake?
With.
Meaning of awake is with. Okay. We have a. Grand is in English, we have grand. I can say grand big. Okay. Now repeat after me. Swa. Repeat after me. Swa. Swa, basically we have, we use for a verb swine. Repeat after me. We have verb swine. Repeat after me. Swine. Can you repeat, please?
Swine.
Swine is my verb to heal. To take care of. Swine. Repeat after me. Swine. Swine basically we use for to tend to, to heal. Now swa basically swa basically used to care. Now if I will say care, care. So I can say avec un grand, repeat after me. Avec un grand soin, I can say with a big, répétez après moi. Avec un grand soin, with a great care. Now, for example, you have to tell me, it is something you have to blah, 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 with a great care of your, maybe of yourself, because obviously the ones you will care yourself in terms of learning something, you have to love yourself in terms of learning something, and it will increase something in your life, and maybe you will enhance your career skills. Maybe I'm not sure. So we can use this. So basically I can say, mademoiselle, particulièrement, spécialement, méticuleusement, avec un grand son. It means with your high spirit, I can say, Language is not based upon word to word vocab. No, language is based upon your sense. Say Claire. Now, avec un grand soin. Now, for example, listen to me. Écoutez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Now, for example, mademoiselle, you have to convince me for reading. Like reading books is very important for the career. And I have to confront, no, reading books is not important for the career. I can go with the internet. Why I waste my time on reading books, carry bundle of books. You will say, no, physical reading books is very important. So then you will say, particularly, it is very important, particulièrement. I'm not doing, it is very important, Abhi. Is it clear to you? I'm
Yes.
just giving you a lot of sense like how we can, do the opening of the sentence. The opening is must. So gradually you will learn opening, gradually you will learn how to make the sentence and the ending. Say Claire, mademoiselle.
Oui, monsieur.
Spécialement, specially, it is very important. Meticulousement, exactly, where it is very important. Avec un grand soin, with your great sense of humor, with your great sense of thought, it is very important. You have to involve in the reading part with a great sense. Avec un grand soin. Is it clear to you, my team? Basically, soin, literally meaning of soin is to be care. Say Claire, but I'm saying with a great care. No, with a great sense, I can say. Say Claire, mademoiselle.
Yes.
Particularly, I can say avec un grand soin. Is it clear to you, my team?
Yes.
Say Claire. Now, can you
Très
repeat?
clair.
Can you repeat?
Yes.
Mhm.
So from the beginning,
Yes.
particulièrement,
Mhm.
spécialement,
Mhm.
méticuleusement,
Mhm.
en particulier,
Mhm.
avec un grand soin.
Now, we have very good vocab in which we have to convince your examiner. We use one vocab which is bien-être. Repeat after me.
Bien,
Bien-être.
bien être.
Bien-être, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre well-being. Bien-être. Now listen to me. Now, for example, if I will say, it will be very important for you to be, I'm not sure, it is very important for the people for a well-being, bien-être. Now, for example, you'll say reading book is very important for the people for their well-being, well-being. Now, I'm just giving you a TEF vocabularies over here. In this workshop, in today's workshop, we will do a TEF workshop, a TEF vocabularies, which will increase your level, mademoiselle. Say Claire. Now, répétez après moi. Bonheur. What is the synonym? See, you know what? Now, for example, consider yourself, you have to face any test of English, a higher test of English. So it means you have to understand about the synonyms also. Obviously, is it clear to you? So the portion of workshop training is to be involved first and second day training in terms of the synonyms so that you will come to the pattern. Now, for example, in your reading part, for example, you have a word of bien-être and you have to choose bien-être synonym from the paragraph. How you will choose? It means your knowledge has to be very strong. Say Claire. So now repeat after me. Bonheur. Repeat after me. Bonheur.
Bonheur.
Bonheur, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre well-being, happiness. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Say Claire. Now repeat after me what vocab you can use to convince your examiner. Aide bien-être. Use aide bien-être. Team, I'm giving you the vocab for the convincing first. That how the workshop runs. Is it clear to you? Mademoiselle, you understood the concept of this workshop, why we are doing these things? Because today we are doing the workshop for a convincing, how to convince the examiner and what vocab we have to use. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
So, aide bien-être. Répétez après moi, aide bien-être. C'est clair?
Bien-être.
C'est clair, mademoiselle?
Oui, c'est clair.
Okay. Now tell me in English, mademoiselle. You have to convince me. And you will say, I want that religiously you will enter in the reading. I'm not sure. You use the word religiously, tell me yes or no. Tell me,
Yes.
mademoiselle. Say clear. Now, répétez après moi in we have to use in French in order to convincing. Now, for example, what topic we can get in TAF section B? Maybe Benevol program. What is Benevol, mademoiselle? Benevol we called as volunteer programs. Volunteers. Say Claire. Now, for example, I have to convince you to join any volunteer program. It will give you blah, blah, blah. I have to convince you. You say, no, I don't have time working. I'm very busy. I cannot do that. But I have to convince me. Religiously think forward for this. Clear? Is it clear to you? If I have to convince you now, religieux. Répétez après moi. Religieux. Repeat after me. Religieux, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre religious. Religieux. C'est clair.
Religion.
If you're a male, I can say masculine, we have religieux. Feminine, we have religious. Okay, I can say religieux. Okay,
Yes.
religious. Repeat after me. Religious.
Religion.
Religieux, masculine, male, and religious. Repeat after me. Religious.
Religious.
Is it clear to you, mademoiselle? Religieux. Religiously. Now, if I will say, the moment you will help the people, it gives you a calm. You will feel very calm. You'll feel very, peace. Is it clear to you, mademoiselle?
Yes.
C'est clair. D'accord. I can use the verb of paisible. Repeat after me, mademoiselle. Paisible.
Paisible.
Yes. Paisible, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre vocab of calm. C'est clair. I can say do. Do. Repeat after me. Do. Repeat after me. Do. Yes. Paisible. Do is very soft. You feel very softer. Is it clear to you? Use the vocab of détendre. Repeat. This is my verb basically. Détendre. Repeat, mademoiselle. Détendre. Repeat after me. Détendre. Détendre, ça veut dire quoi? C'est votre, when you feel yourself very good, détend. Now, répétez après moi. One phrase I want to give it to you. Détend, détend, no, we have ours, hours. No, we have ours, détend, no, nerve. Nerve, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre nerve. If I'll say, it will give you very calm feeling with your nerves. C'est clair. Your nerve will get very calm. So, détend nos nerfs. Repeat after me. Détend, il détend nos nerfs. Can you speak up, please?
Détend nos nerfs.
Yes. Is it clear to you? Now, repeat after me. Détendre. We have verb détendre. Repeat after me, my team. Détendre.
Détendre.
See, we have to use this sense. Délier. Repeat after me. Délier, de faire. I can give you a lot of vocabularies over here. Now, repeat after me. Détacher. Repeat after me.
Détacher.
Use the vocabularies. Détacher, défaire, défaire. Repeat after me. Relâcher. Repeat after me, mademoiselle. Relâcher. Relâcher. Repeat after me.
Relâcher.
Relâcher. Is it clear to you, my team? So, dénouer, we have verb. Se dénouer. Repeat after me. Use the vocab first. Se dénouer. I'm using those vocab which we use in French on a daily basis in order to convince a person. So, détacher. Détacher, ça veut dire quoi? C'est votre detach. Why you're detaching yourself? Is it clear to you? Detaching. Détacher. Défaire, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre, something like, faire to do exactement, but sometimes défaire we have cancellation also. Défaire, I can use the verb of défaire. C'est clair? Defeat, I can say défaire. To exactement, I can say redo. Okay, but défaire, I can say redo. But défaire, I can say défait. Use one vocab, défait. I can say défait. Défaire is to redo, but défaire I can use with, something like with annuler also. What is annuler?
Annulment.
Yes, is to a cancellation. Annule. Repeat after me.
Annual.
Annule. Repeat after me. Annule. Annule is to cancel. Okay. Now I'm using the vocab of defeat. Defeat Savadirkwa Sivatru defeat. Defeat. Because I have to convince you. I otherwise you will defeat your life. Otherwise you will not move forward your life. Ashek. Use Ashek. Ashek is to failure. See, if your jury will say, no, 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 I cannot do that, you will say, why? Otherwise, you will fail in your life. So, what you say, fail? Ashek. Repeat after me. Ashek.
Ashek.
Succès. Repeat after me. Un, succès. Repeat after me. Un succès. Is it clear to you? So,
Succès.
défaite, un succès, c'est clair, mademoiselle.
Oui, monsieur.
C'est clair. Now, we'll do it first. Détaché. Repeat after me.
Détaché.
One thing I want to tell you, mademoiselle, why we are doing this pattern, because I observe a lot of things in this French language. I saw a lot of in the past also, and I look also, I see also a lot of the students. They face the difficulty in terms of the vocabularies because the moment they start because they don't have the vocabularies. But with this type of pattern, the things they are doing, détaché and défaite, échec, and succès. Now you'll say, otherwise you will fail in your project. You know, un succès, we have défaite, we have échec. C'est clair, mademoiselle. Okay. Relâcher. Repeat after me, my team. Relâcher. Obviously, relâcher is to relax, to release. Now, relâcher is a synonym of détendre, doux, and paisible. C'est clair, mademoiselle? Is it
Oui.
clear to you? Clear? Use the vocab of relâcher. Repeat after me. Délasser. Use. Délasser. Repeat after me. Délasser. Repeat after me, team. See,
Délassé.
I am dramatically giving you a convincing vocabularies. See, you cannot use for repetition in your B2 pattern. Now, for example, you will say, what I would say, you will very relax with your things. Détendre. And they will say, it give you a calm. I can say, délasser. I cannot use détendre. I cannot use again and again. C'est clair. So I can use the vocab of délasser because the moment we have a vocab, okay, you can use all these vocabs and you can make your 10-20 sentences very easily. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Now we have vocab. Un succès, you have unsuccessful. Un succès. Okay. Succès, we have a successful. Un succès, we have a failure. Échec. Défait. Se dénouer. Repeat after me. Se, E, we have a ague. That E, we have a sound. Okay. Se dénouer. Se dénouer. And se dénouer, basically, we have untie. It's very untie. Se dénouer. Repeat after me.
Se dénouer.
Yes, sir. Denwe Savadirkwa is something like, untie to, I can say, uh, now, for example, I will say, sir, Denwe, I can use the verb of to, now, for example, if I will say, just open yourself and come up with your, with your sentiments. So, sir, Denwe, what's remember? Sir, Denwe. Is it clear to you? Untie. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Clear? So use those vocabularies. So then, now can you repeat please? Détaché, and don't worry, mademoiselle, entire session is under recording. C'est clair? So that the moment you will listen the recordings again and again, it will give you a lot of, obviously touch. Now, for example, I use the verb of, I can use the word bagage. Repeat after me.
Bagage.
Bagage. Repeat after me. Bagage c'est quoi baggage, but bagage I can use in a different sense. Now, if I will say bagage is to baggage, but I can say langage bagage. Repeat, use the term langage. Repeat, ask me please.
Langage.
Langage, clear?
Langage.
Langage, c'est quoi? C'est votre language. Langage. I can say bagagier. Repeat after me. Bagagier. Langage.
Yes.
Bagagier. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
So, is it clear to you? So,
Yes. Yes.
so langage bagagier, c'est quoi? C'est votre the weightage of the languages, the weightage of the long language. Langage bagagier. Is it clear to you, my team?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, for example, one second. Now, bagage, we have again single langage bagage, we have, the luggage of the language. Longa. Now, for example, you will say it will increase the knowledge of the weightage of your knowledge. How we can say, see, you have to convince your examiner in terms of knowledge. For example, I will give you a lot of sense, and it is just the second day we have started. Third, fourth, fifth day, we'll go for the opening first, like how to open the text, how to open the oral. Is it clear to you? The first we are doing so that you know what the language you entered. If you come to know these type of sense, it will obviously give you a something in the French language. So I can say langage bagage. Repeat after me. Langage
Langage.
bagage. Langage bagage is what? Is the weightage of the language. Say Claire.
Yes.
Is it clear to you? Now, if I will say connaissance, repeat after me. Connaissance. Do you know what is connaissance, mademoiselle? Connaissance, c'est à dire quoi? You say you have to increase your knowledge. Knowledge, connaissance. Repeat after me, connaissance.
Connaissance.
Yes. Say Claire. Now, what is the, I would say, the synonym of connaissance? If I will say, you have to know very well. See, you have to convince me for, I'm just picking the pattern for the reading books because these are topics exist in your TEF section. Be that you have to convince me for reading books a lot, which is very important. So, savoir is my verb to know, mademoiselle. Savoir. Repeat after me.
Savoir.
Savoir is my verb to know. I can say savoir faire. I've used the verb. We have two verbs I'm using over here. Now, faire is my verb to do. Faire is my verb to do. Repeat after me. Faire
Faire.
is my verb to do, to do. And savoir is my verb to know. Clear?
Yes.
I can say savoir faire is what? To know something in the knowledge, to make something, if I read, to go and know and to make something. Savoir faire. Say Claire. Repeat after me. Approfondi. Use after me. Team, आपको see, you understood the entire concept. Vous avez compris, mademoiselle?
Yes.
Approfondi. Think that these are something like can be beyond your head, so you can stop in between. Approfondi. Repeat after me.
Approfondi.
We have a deep. Use the vocab approfondi. Very important. Deep. Now, for example, team, what is this? What is TEF section B is very simple. It can be tough because in your TEF section B, I will give you intitulé. What is intitulé, mademoiselle? Intitulé, we have a titles. I will give you those titles which always lie in your exam. Now, for example, if your topic for reading, why reading is important. So it is just we have a convincing. So if I will say, you have to deep think and just consider yourself. I can convince like that only. Tell me yes and no.
Yes.
Connaissance approfondi. Approfondi. Approfondi, we have a deeper, deep, approfondi. So deep think. Repeat after me. Deep think. Is it clear to you, my team? Approfondi. Is it clear to you? Say Claire.
Yes.
You can use the vocab of prolonger. Team, use the vocab. Prolonger. Prolonger is a vocab to know, extend yourself. You say, come up and just extend yourself. What are you doing? You're having very narrow thinking. I don't know why not considering about reading the books. It will give you a deep knowledge. Les connaissances approfondies. Prolonger. Prolonger is to extend. Extend. Étendre, you will say spread yourself, spread your knowledge, spread yourself, spread. You say, now for example, if you read a book, you can spread yourself, spread. Étendre. Team, is it clear to you?
Yes.
See, Mademoiselle Rashmi, what I'm doing over here. Now tell me, you tell me what I'm doing over here.
Giving vocab for speaking part.
Yes. Because if you are not aware of this verb, now for you want to say, "Acha, just extend yourself, please. Listen to me and just deep think over here. What to say? Approfondi, étendre. Now first we are doing the vocab, then gradually we'll use this vocab and we'll make a convincing templates. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Now I can say prolonger, extend, prolonger, étendre. C'est clair, mademoiselle. Okay.
Yes.
Now repeat after me, s'allonger.
S'allonger.
Prolonger, s'allonger. Repeat after me. S'allonger, ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire lengthen. Just to stretch your length in terms of knowledge. S'allonger. And these are the templates whenever you have to convince your examiner to, increase something in knowledge with the books. Now, for example, these are topic. And these are topics definitely exist in your TEF section B. Because for TEF section B, you have like 10-20 topics, which, obviously the topic would be different, but sense would be same. Now, for example, you have to convince me to go for the high studies. It will be important for you. I will say, no, I want to stay in India only. Then you have to convince me why abroad. You can meet the people over there. The sense is same, reading knowledge and this going outside. Say clear. So you can use the same verbs and vocabularies. Intitulé is a title, that's fine. Prolonger votre même. See, if you say, if you go to Canada, I will explain to you. Si vous allez en France, si vous allez au Canada, il exactement, si pour votre bien-être, il t'aide beaucoup. Because I will explain to you how to make a lines. Il t'aide beaucoup, c'est pour votre bien-être. Mais ici, premièrement, first of all, you have to understand the vocabularies. Prolonger, extend yourself. Étendre, go outside and extend yourself. Étendre. S'allonger is to lengthen your knowledge. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Say clear. Augmenter. Repeat after me, team. Augmenter. Augmenter, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est votre increase. Agrandir. Repeat after me. Agrandir. Again, to increase. Is it clear to you? Accorder. Accorder, I will say, just to accept this, please. Accorder. C'est clair.
Yes.
C'est clair, mademoiselle. So, mademoiselle, repeat after me. Augmenter. What is augmenter? Increase. Agrandir. Enrichir. Enrich your knowledge. Repeat after me. Enrichir. Enrichir. Use these terms. Now, first of all, before moving, entered into the word. It is not a speaking. We have tell me something about yourself. Blah blah blah. No. Obviously, we'll do these type of sense also. But dramatically, we are working on this, and definitely you will come to know a natural French with the help of these vocabularies. Say clair. So, mademoiselle, repeat after me. Enrichir is to enrich. Repeat after me.
Enrichir.
Augmenter.
Augmenter.
Agrandir.
Agrandir.
Accorder.
Accorder.
C'est clair. Étoffer. Use the vocab of. Étoffer.
Étoffer.
Étoffer, ça veut dire quoi? C'est votre enrichi. Étoffer. Étoffer is, I will say, just flesh out. Just enrich yourself. C'est clair. Étoffer. Just, I would say, fortifier votre, fortifier. Use the vocab. Fortifier. Because you have to come up with your aggression the moment you want to convince your examiner. Fortifier. C'est clair. Repeat after me, mademoiselle. Fortifier.
Fortifier.
Repeat after me. Enrichir.
Enrichir.
Étoffer.
Étoffer.
Fortifier is to strengthen. Just make your strength and go. Fortifier. Fortifier we can use for encourager. Is to, encourage, encourager. C'est clair, mademoiselle?
Yes.
C'est clair. Now repeat after me. Faire des fortifications. Repeat after me. Faire,
Faire.
faire des fortifications. Répétez après moi. Faire des
Faire.
fortifications. Répétez après moi. Faire des fortifications. Now répétez après moi. Enrichir,
Enrichir.
étoffer,
Étoffer.
fortifier,
Fortifier.
encourager,
Encourager.
faire des fortifications.
Faire des fortifications.
Bagage, langage bagagier, connaissance, savoir, non, approfondi, détonnant, nerve, intitulé, prolongé. Mademoiselle, repeat after me. And I'm just getting a phone call. Give me 1 second, yeah? Okay? And
Yeah,
we will repeat all the phrases, please. Now, repeat after me. Enrichir, étoffer, c'est clair. Now, repeat after me. Now, mademoiselle, you came to know a bit things. Clear?
Yes.
Now, repeat after me. Fortifier, encourager, faire des fortifications. Répétez après moi. Faire, c'est-à-dire quoi? C'est autre to make. C'est clair? Now,
Yes.
you know what? The moment you come on the conclusion part, team, listen to me. I'm giving you a lot of sense over here. Obviously, there's a pattern, clear. But first of all, I want to make something, I want to do something in this so that I can know those vocabularies. Then I will enter in the time, when I will enter in the, the proper speaking part. I can say, for faire de fortification. It means to make something in strength. Now, for example, there's a conclusion also, right? And the conclusion, I can say, please, now it's a request. Think forward and make your strength. Make your own decision. Encourage yourself. So, for faire de fortification. C'est clair, mademoiselle? C'est clair? Is it clear to you, mademoiselle? Claire?
Yes.
So what I will do is, mademoiselle, I don't want, because the session will be very heavy for you today. Clear?
Okay.
Now you came to an entire concept. So almost we have 50-60 vocab, I think, for section B.
Yes.
Claire? Now.
Yes.
Tomorrow we have bat. Tomorrow is Saturday, but yes, we'll do the bat because otherwise it will be linger on, right? So tomorrow 7, I will catch you.
Okay.
And 7, when I will do some A1 A2 pattern also.
Okay.
How to go for a natural French also, like, how to make a sentence, all these things. So meanwhile, you have to, because you know what, how the workshop works, Rashmi, will dramatically work C1 travel, will dramatically do B2, and you will love those classes and you will understand the class. That's how the workshop training, organize. Is it clear to you?
Okay.
I'm saying workshop training organize. What to say organize in French? Organize, but very simple web organize. But what is synonym of now? For example, you say you have to organize yourself. Say claire, mademoiselle. So what? So that how we are working for the pattern, mademoiselle. Say claire. Now organize. Say claire. So we can do a lot of sense, mademoiselle, and I will explain to you a lot of things. Clear? Create, we have a verb of create, but what to say create synonym? So not now, but obviously the more we'll start again tomorrow, again you will learn a lot of things, and we can at least make the sentence from tomorrow onwards. Clear? Okay. We'll dramatically work on listening and reading and writing also gradually. Okay. So you understood the entire concept today?
Oui, monsieur. I did.
Okay. So what I will do is I will share the recordings. Okay.
Yes.
Watch those recordings, approfond, use these vocab. C'est clair, détente, prolonger, étendre, s'allonger. Practice with the session. C'est clair, mademoiselle?
C'est clair, monsieur.
D'accord? So practice with the session and I will meet you tomorrow at 7. Yeah?
Oui, monsieur. Bonjour.
Au revoir. Bonne journée. Au revoir.